Good evening. This is Dr. Bones live with the MadAndersons and our special guest, the Shannons. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hello, how are you? Hi.
Well,
Hey everybody.
we're very happy to have you guys on. So, first off, you guys are in the Netherlands, and what part of the Netherlands are you guys in?
Well, we actually live in the east of the country. If you, I think most people would know Amsterdam. If you took the map of the Netherlands and you drew a straight line from Amsterdam towards Germany, then we would be about 3/4 of the way along that line
Towards Germany, yeah.
Oh, wow. Because, I mean, that's the first thing that comes up, Netherlands. People think Amsterdam right away, right? But obviously, Amsterdam is not everything to the Netherlands, so...
So, having said that, we're only an hour and a half from Amsterdam.
Oh, well, that's not too bad at all. So, my first question to you guys, and this is a question I always ask, is the name. Where did you guys come up with the name? Was that because of a last name, or was it kind of preconceived, or was there alcohol involved, or what?
No, it is our last name. It's a last name, yeah. Yeah, Lynn's here as well, by the way.
Hi, Lynn.
Are you serious?
No, not on video, Jimmy. No, well, we used to be called Take the Biscuit.
Okay.
And when we went to make the CD, the CD producer, we said, well, guys, maybe you want to think of another name because it's not that commercial.
Oh, okay.
And because, well, Lynn and I, we're married, of course, so our family name is Shannon. I'm Irish, Lynn is Dutch. And that's where we got the name, the Shannons from.
Oh yeah, I don't really know. I wouldn't have thought any different if it was called Take the Biscuit too, because I can only imagine when the producer asks you, like, can you change it? It's like, well, what's wrong with Take the Biscuit? Come on.
Well, in Europe, they had every other name for us except biscuit.
Okay.
They call us biscuit and biscuitje and biscuit. They couldn't say the word, you know.
Oh wow.
And of course, because I'm Irish, I mean, once...
Well, that takes the biscuit.
Yeah, there you go. When you hear a name like the Shannons, then you already probably get an inclination. There's a little bit of Irish.
Oh, right away. It's such a common Irish name, so absolutely. Now,
I mean, hey, I got an international airport named after me.
Yeah. So, you guys have been doing music for a while. So, when you guys really kind of first started jamming together and playing together, what was the kind of preconception of ideas that you wanted to go with? Did you have a set style in mind, or did you kind of start jamming and say, "What? No, let's go this, and we'll keep it kind of mixed up a little bit"?
Well, our story is a bit of a film script, actually. I'll keep it very short. I actually moved into a little bedsit next to Lynn in the town she lived in. That's a very small apartment with it's one room apartment with a kitchen. Studio flat, thank you, Lynn. And Lynn was my next door neighbour. And one day, 7 months after we became neighbours, I heard Lynn singing in her bathroom. So I said to Lynn, hey, you got a great voice. Would you like to come and perform at one of my gigs? So we did, and the rest is history.
Oh, right on. So it's not like, you went out and sort of said, I'm not a creep or anything, but I heard you singing in your bathroom,
Yeah, something like that, yeah. And
They drilled a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
But of course, my background being Irish, I've got traditional music in the background. I've got a big mix of genres, and Lynn's background has always been more poppy and more covers. So I think you can hear that blend in the kind of music that we make and that we write.
Absolutely, you can. Just actually, pretty much. And the thing of all the stuff I listen to, you can definitely tell that. So I'm going to give the floor here to Catherine and Nolan for a few minutes.
Yeah, and I'm going to let Lynn talk because I think I've talked enough.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
actually looking at your website, and I noticed that you say that your repertoire is made up of Irish folk, your own songs, and a hint of a country. So who does the songwriting?
Well, Lynn wrote most of the songs of her own songs on the album Married Man, actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There's a very nice story behind one of the tracks called Hey Mister. I think maybe Lynn should tell it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got this great request to play at a festival in the Netherlands, and we should have been honored because of that, because we nearly had to pay for it to go there because they paid so bad, and I felt so frustrated that I wrote this song about it. And
yeah, you got the word.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, roll right on. So we're going to take a quick little break here, and we're going to get to your song off Country's Dead, the newest EP by Fast Factory Records. And this song.
I had to listen today. It sounds pretty good, the whole album.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So this song is called Athena, the Shannons. Dig this.
Frustrated nights, lonely days, 'cause you live your life in so many ways. You hang around with all the boys, treating them like they were your toys. Inside you carry a love that's true, girl. If only you'd feel the same about you. Inside your world is falling apart. In your eyes, the breaking of your heart. Athena, can't you see he'll bring you down? He'll take your love, girl. He'll scatter it on the ground. He'll leave it there and it will die, girl. And that will only make you cry. He'll leave you for a while and then you let it all start over again. Getting drunk on night stands, still trying to forget that man. But he just won't leave your mind, even though you're weary now from trying. In your heart and soul, you know, you'd be better off to let him go. But when it comes to breaking free, memory won't let you go. Athena, can't you see he'll bring you down? He'll take your love, girl. He'll scatter it on the ground. He'll leave it there and it will die, girl. And that will only make you cry. He'll leave you for a while and then you'll let it all start over again. You'll let it all start over again. You'll let it all start over again. Over and over and over and over again.
The Shannons, Athena. Now, guys, this song was a really, really decent tune, and Lynn, I really liked your vocals in this one.
Thank you.
And guys, this was just a perfect mix of pop and just and like an Irish sort of sounding background.
Yeah, thanks. Actually, I wrote this one. This is the song that I actually wrote. I wrote this song about 20 years ago.
Really?
I had it buried, and I resurrected it when we went to make this CD, Married Man.
Well,
That
now,
was-
go ahead.
That was a good call.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, did you rework it at all to kind of make it fit, or did you leave it as is and just kind of brought it back in and played it like it was initially?
So the original version that I recorded was totally different, actually. And it was our producer, a guy called Dave Hennessy. And this guy, he started his career with the first two albums from U2. He was the assistant engineer on the first two albums of U2, which good, by the way.
Oh wow!
He's the guy that's produced and recorded the CD for us.
That's pretty impressive.
So this was his arrangement, actually. And of course, that lovely guitar, those guitar licks, I wish I did those. I didn't. It was a guy called Dick Farrelly who started his career with Mike Oldfield, and he did the licks on Moonlight Shadow. You know the song I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. For the listeners who maybe don't know, 4 a.m. in the morning, carried away on a moonlight shadow. Yeah, he's the guy who did those licks. So that guy played on our CD as well.
Wow.
That's awesome, man. That's wow.
Yeah, I know. and he did it because he's a friend of Dave Hennessy.
Oh man, you guys got very lucky with that one. So like that's always a good thing, kind of a good ego boost to have as well, isn't it?
Of course, yeah. And Dick actually has said, he said that if you guys ever go on tour, I want to go with you. So,
really?
Yeah, we'd love to come to the States and play a few gigs, actually.
That'd be very cool, actually. You know, it's always interesting to me to see where the music comes from. Not only that, but a lot of times, these people kind of come out of the woodworks where the band will say, "Look, we do this so well, but we also had this as a help," and it's just such a cool thing to me to, especially something like that. So for your album, Married Man, I don't want to say necessarily that or kind of assume that the title was like kind of the theme of the album, but did you guys have a certain direction you were going in when you wrote it?
Well, the title song, Married Man, Lynn wrote that song for somebody close to her who had a relationship with a married man for 2 years, and she waited for this guy for a long time. But of course, he never came. He stayed with his wife. Eventually, he stayed with his wife, and it broke the girl's heart. And Lynn was so touched by the whole story and what it did to this friend of ours that she wrote the song to tell the story.
And that's the coolest thing, the fact you're able to put something like that into words, because a lot of times like you hear stories like this, and it's one thing to kind of hear bits and pieces, but it's another thing to kind of actually put into a way that everybody understands it properly, where there's no kind of like empty spots, like empty holes. So it's every spot's kind of filled.
Yeah. Well, I think many women